opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
You are what you watch.
Hello, my name is Harrison Watson. Welcome to our program. Uh, what are we going to discuss in this program? Well, I always like to promote we are only as good as what we know, what we hear, and what we watch. Media creates, we generate perceptions, sometimes true, sometimes fallacy. And then we get survey groups or award-giving bodies that rationalize our dispositions be true or false. Either way, it's called the brainwash game. Now, in this program, I'm not going to try and brainwash you to convince you or do anything of that sort. But we will try to stay on what we call legal. What exactly is legal? You know, it's been said in the country you don't really get any justice. What we do is you get a legal system. So, okay, let's stay with the legalities of what's going on. The topic is going to be the disqualification of former Joseph Estrada, ERAP. Now, we all know he's running for Manila and he's gunning for the position of mayor of Manila, going against Mayor Lim. Now, last week, we saw a petition that's filed in the COMELEC directly by attorney Alicia Vidal, who put on forward the complaint that ERAP should be disqualified and went to the COMELEC. Last week, again, I was in the Balitaan at Rembrandt, and this is where I met attorney Alicia. And I found it interesting that in this forum, this coffee forum, there was another speaker who was there on behalf of ERAP, who was supposed to be his speaker, and he was a former congressman. His name's Simeon Garcia. I'm not sure who fared out better or who fared out worse, but from what I have gathered, the media had a lot of questioning on hand. In this program, we would like to tackle this even more, and I've asked attorney Alicia Vidal to be with us in the program, and your favorite host, co-host, who was also a former GNN host, we have attorney Alan Pagia. Hello, good evening. Thank you very much for being with us. Tama ba introduction ko about that? You're the first complainant, attorney Alicia.
Yes, good.
Pero may isa pang, ang pagkaalam ko may isa pang complainant.
I heard there's a complaint, but it's not actually a complaint. Someone filed before the Sandigan Bayan. I think it's Attorney Perito.
Perito, in the Sandigan Bayan.
Yes.
Pero yung complaint mo, goes
Before
straight,
the
COMELEC.
disqualification.
Okay, the contention, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put up my laptop here. I'm going to ask the camera to look into this. Basically, this is it. Okay, tingnan natin. Okay, let me see. There you go. Try not to move my hand. Tama ba? Yan, basang-basa nyo ba? I will read it. It says there, see how close we can get to it. It says, whereas this administration has a policy of reading, let me see, inmates who have reached the age of 70. So, pwedeng patanggal yung mga nakukulong pagdating sa 70 years old. And then, whereas Joseph Estrada has been under detention for 6.5 years. That's line number 2. Ito, hinighlight ko po ito kasi itong pag-uusapan natin. Whereas Joseph Ejercito Estrada has publicly committed to no longer seek any elective position of office. So ulitin ko po yun, basahin ko yun. Whereas Joseph Ejercito Estrada has publicly committed to no longer seek any elective position or office. Now, the fourth paragraph I likewise highlighted because this is where the bone of contention lies. In view whereof and pursuant to the authority conferred upon me by the Constitution, I, meaning Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, hereby grant executive clemency to Joseph Ejercito Estrada, convicted by the Sandigan Bayan of plunder, and impose a penalty of reclusion perpetua. Reclusion perpetua. He is hereby restored, it says, his civil and political rights. Now, if you scroll down here, very quickly, yan, nakapirma si GMA, yan, nandiyan dyan. If I'm not mistaken, this was also presented by DILG Ronaldo Puno at the time. Ayan, nandiyan dyan lahat sila. The acting executive secretary then was Ignacio Bunyi. So, I guess these are the two contentious paragraphs. Correct me if I'm wrong. How do we resolve this? Attorney Vidal first. Ikaw nag-file kasi. So, nakalagay dito, he no longer seeks an elective office, and yet the last statement, the last sentence of the second paragraph, he is hereby restored to his political and civil rights. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng restored political civil rights? Pwedeng bumoto, pwedeng tumakbo.
Pwedeng bumoto, pwedeng tumakbo, pwedeng yun ang what you call political rights. Ngayon yung civil rights as a guardian, you can take care of your siblings, you can be a guardian. Now, the contention there is, of course, restored to civil and political rights, except the right to
Run
seek
for office.
public office.
Kasi nakasulat yun in the
Yeah,
first.
on the first
On the
whereas.
first whereas.
That's right.
So, bakit sinulat ng ganun para nakakalito? Because based on
Medyo-
former Congressman Garcia, who is the spokesperson of ERAP, sinasabi niya, very clear, nakalagay doon. He restored his political right.
Except the right to seek public office. That's precisely the reason.
That's your complaint. That's how you filed it.
No, my complaint was about disqualification based on Section 40 of Local Government Code, wherein a convicted person of a crime involving moral turpitude, you cannot run for any public office, disqualified under the Local
Because
Government Code.
this person accepted pardon, meaning accepting fault and
Because
the conviction.
the particular Section 40 does not qualify whether or not you were pardoned or not, as long as you were convicted of a crime involving moral turpitude.
Ito, diretso tayo. Attorney Allen, you're a
Ito,
man of the law.
The professor.
The professor. Attorney Allen, may base ba ito? Bakit nagkakagulo? Bakit pa nilabas ni Erap Estrada? Lumabas last Thursday or last Friday, labas siya sa TV. Dala-dala niya si former solicitor Frank Chavez. At lumabas sila at alam niyo, lumang tugtugin to. Hindi natin maasikaso yan. Yan, nako, harassment lang yan. Itong complainant. Gawa-gawa ni Mayor Lim. Incidentally, I don't know how he got that information. We'll get back to that in a little while. Legal basis, sir. How do you assess this?
You're displaying the pardon earlier.
Yes,
That's very important. And the portions that you highlighted,
those 2 points.
yes. What the people must understand is that there is a contention as to whether the pardon is conditional or unconditional. Of course, the group of ERAP, President ERAP, says it is unconditional. That is the reason why he is restored to his
Yes.
civil and political
Kasi
rights.
tumakbo daw siya in 2010.
Yes, but on the other hand, some say, me included, that is conditional. Because the whereas clauses give us the reason, the background for the grant of the clemency. Meaning, pag tinagalog mo nga, whereas, kung saan.
Kung saan?
Oh, ibig sabihin, dahil ganito. Kaya nga, sinabi mo, hindi ka natatakbo, kasama yon sa mga konsiderasyon, kaya hindi na siya, kaya binigyan siya ng pardon. Kaya nga may whereas eh. Dahil kung baliwala yung whereas, di sana hindi na lang nilagay yon.
Alam mo, former Solicitor Frank Chavez, Solicitor General Frank Chavez, I don't think he's an idiot. He's got a very successful legal career. He's got a big office just down the street over here. Di ba? And obviously, he's a celebrity type of lawyer, di ba, that has won multiple cases, and he's always on TV with his fancy suspenders, as we remember him. No, di ba? I mean, tsaka naging Solicitor General yan. Miski pa paano, may alam niya.
Yeah.
Bakit di niya nakikita yung nakikita mo na napakasimple?
Um,
Pera-pera lang ba ito? Do you protect your client and forget? I thought in legal, isa lang basehan.
I follow what you said earlier. Legal lang tayo. Sa legal
Oh,
lang
legal
tayo.
lang.
No.
Let's not forget
So far as
justice.
the pardon is concerned, the reasons why there was a grant of executive clemency is clear. 70 years old, 6.5 years, you publicly committed to no longer seek. These
Sinabi
are the
niya eh.
considerations in view whereof, and madali naman intindihan yung in view eh. Dahil dito sa mga bagay na ito, eto, nagbibigay ako ng executive clemency. Hindi nga pardon ang ginamit eh. Kasi executive clemency is
But
not-
iba ba yung pardon? Iba ba yung executive
Technically, iba yung pardon, iba yung executive clemency. Wala sa constitution natin yung executive clemency, pardon meron. There are many kinds of executive clemency and among those is pardon.
clemency? Iba talaga ang
So,
legal.
I,
Sige po.
I would not rather, I would not
Nakakagulo
agree
eh.
with that.
Sige,
But
sige po.
outside of that pardon is the constitutional provision which reads, the president shall not be eligible for any re-election. According to some of our friends who are also well-noted legal scholars, they say that any re-election is prohibition from for a president to no longer seek re-election as president. I say that would be correct if the word any was not there. Sana kung nakalagay, the president shall not be eligible for re-election, ay clear.
Maliwanag.
Re-election. Pero pag sinabi ng any re-election, pag tinagalog mo yan, ganito ang basa niyan eh, yung Filipino translation, ang Pangulo ay hindi magiging karapat-dapat sa anumang muling paghahalal. Sa madaling sabi, kung tatakbo ka at nangangailangan niya ng muling paghahalal, ay
Hindi pwede.
bawal. Eh yun, kaya nga doon makikita mo, napakaliwanag niyan. Ngayon, sabi nga nila, ignorance of the law excuses no one from compliance
Yes.
therewith. If that is true with ordinary statutes, it is more true with constitutional prohibitions.
You're losing me, Attorney Alan, Attorney Alicia. Ako hindi ako abogasya. I'm not of your profession, but I do respect it and I try very hard to try and define, to have a clearer understanding because without understanding of the law, I could run afoul. Okay. Very easily. Madali magkamali eh.
It's really commonsensical kasi when
Yeah,
you're
common
when
sense.
you're elected
My
president,
application.
when you're elected president, the law sees it fit that you should no longer run for any re-election. Why? Like for instance, Gloria Macapagal-Run as congressman, but nobody questioned it. That's why she was able to get away with it. Now, Erap, yung kaso sa kanya,
Bakit if somebody
nung tumakbo
questioned
siya,
that? But if we questioned,
then it should
GMA?
be resolved by the Supreme Court. Up to now, it's not yet resolved. And the COMELEC does not appear to be constitutionally strict when it comes to this application of the
that's a nice
prohibition.
word. I would call it inept because they're into color schemes and purging the party list when they should be doing the more important issues. Like, hindi ka pwede tumakbo,
That's why-
presidente ka na eh.
That's why the word any is very important. Because if the re-election refers to the same position, dapat tinanggal na yung any. Can you imagine if you're president and you run for barangay kagawad or barangay chairman, you're going to make the system look ridiculous.
Which she
So-
did. She succeeded in doing it from running for congresswoman.
Yes, you can also run for vice president. You can also run for senator and congress.
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah. Go
congressman.
the whole route again.
What is the problem with that? In fact, you are not allowed to re-elect,
Re-elect.
go for re-election for the
After.
presidency. Why? Because during the campaign, you are the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Philippines
Tama
and the
nga naman.
PNP.
Tama
You
nga naman.
control the Department of Education, the Department of
And
Budget.
media.
In other words, you have virtual monopoly of government resources, which is the essence of political dynasty.
Ay, anti-political. Alam mo, ang abogasya ba, paligsahan? Bakit? Why is it you're so clear and so confident and straightforward with your pronouncements as if embedded on concrete, and yet other luminaries come up and say, hindi. They say otherwise. Look at former Solicitor Frank Chavez. Hindi ko naman minamaliit siya.
But-
Pero, bakit kaya niya sabayan mga sinasabi mo napaka-straightforward?
Hindi pa kami nagkaharap eh. Kasi kailangan
Kailangan natin.
kailangan square off dun sa issues. Yung, alimbawa, katulad niyan, tatanong mo sa kanya, ano yun, the president shall not be eligible for any re-election. Meron bang difference yung any kung tanggalin mo o kung nandyan? Di dapat
Any is
makikita mo
everything.
ngayon
The
yung
word
sagot.
any is very
Yes,
significant.
ngayon, sabihin mo, yung whereas clause ba dun sa pardon, is it significant or insignificant? Ba't pa nilagay doon kung insignificant yan?
Yun ang
I
question
mean, it
dun.
will
Bakit?
violate common sense. That's what we're saying. Now, thirdly,
So the composition was correct.
yes. Thirdly, pardon una, no? Then Constitution. And then, finally, the revised penal code. There is a provision in the revised penal code regarding pardonees who were convicted of crimes punishable by reclusion perpetua. You see, in criminal law, there are two kinds of penalties, the principal and the accessories. Now, in this Article 41 of the revised penal code, you remember in the pardon it mentioned there, no, is convicted and
Convicted, yes.
sentenced to reclusion perpetua. Temporal.
Perpetua.
Perpetua.
Perpetual.
May accessory penalty yan. It's provided by law. What is the accessory penalty? Civil interdiction and special perpetual disqualification. And what does Article 41 say? Which I have not read in all the papers. It says that the pardon as to the principal does not affect the accessory penalty which stays. Unless
Na hindi siya pwede tumakbo.
unless it is
Expressly.
also expressly remitted.
Which
So
it's not.
So you go back to the pardon. It says, I'm granting you executive clemency. Obviously, it's the principal penalty. You are hereby restored to your civil and political rights. Is there any mention of the accessory penalty? Now you will say,
Wala.
but it is implied. Well and good. I can concede that. We can concede that. But the law says, unless expressly remitted. In other words, unless you can point out in the pardon
Na
that the
tinanggal
accessory
na.
penalty was remitted, then it applies. It's a disqualification. Article 41.
The law is clear, correct, Attorney? Correct, Attorney Alicia. The law is very clear. The interpretation, however, can vary because of the human factor.
Yes. But first, before I let you off that, there is a difference between when the law is
Human
clear and when the law is not clear.
There's
When
no
the law is
pardon.
clear, you are not construing, you are not interpreting,
need to.
you are applying it. And what I'm saying here, no, we are not construing, we are not interpreting, we are applying it. Because the law is clear. It says, the pardon of the principal does not carry with it pardon of the accessory penalty unless expressly provided. Expressly means, it says, the accessory penalties are remitted. Does it say that in the 5-sentence pardon? It does not.
Does not.
Other questions. Why was he allowed to run in 2010 for presidency?
Nobody questioned
Nobody
it.
question it.
That's simple as that?
Yes.
Yes.
Somebody did.
Eli Pamatong
Some-
question it.
No, somebody did. Si Formento.
O Formento
I think
and Eli
Attorney
Pamatong.
Formento. One Attorney Formento.
Siya yung nag-file sa Sandigan Bayan.
Comelec.
Comelec din.
And
Fermento.
then it went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court dribbled the case, era plus, and the Supreme Court dismissed it on the ground of mootness.
Kasi hindi nag-attend yung Fermento.
But that is not res judicata on the matter, meaning it is not an adjudication on the merits. No, because era plus anyway, it will not serve any practical purpose according to the court.
Naging moot and academic.
Mootness ang term nila.
But now it comes into play again because
That's
he's
why-
subjecting himself to
Yes,
another
that's
election.
That's why the matter of the mootness argument is something that the Supreme Court should seriously consider. Why? Because there is no guarantee that it will not happen again. Observe, Gloria Arroyo, former president, violated the prohibition according to some constitutionals, including
Yes,
myself.
correct.
ERAP is also doing that because he's running. But observe, Fidel Ramos is still alive. He never made the mistake of running
back,
again.
running
Why?
again.
Maybe he has other reasons. But I say that he knows his constitution, and he knows his law, and he knows that he cannot run for re-election, for any re-election.
And yes, delikadesa.
But forget the delicadeza. It seems here politics.
We will keep it legal.
Legal, okay.
The price. No, but hindi ko maintindihan. why is it your interpretation and somebody else's interpretation, bakit nagpapaligsahan ang sa puntong legal? When you yourself say, hindi pwedeng paligsahan yan. The law is clear.
It's not interpretation. It is
It's
application.
application.
They are not mentioning the law that I'm saying.
Anong
All they need to do, all that is needed to be done, is for them to say, mali yan, because, ganito. Hindi eh.
Skirting the
They say
issue.
another thing eh. They say another, they point to another angle, etc., without squarely facing the argument. And that is the reason why you have the impression that there is a contest of interpretation. No, it is a difference of, it is a refusal of meeting the issue head on. You cannot change the law.
how would you arbitrate or mediate, or if you were a judge and there are two conflicting good lawyers, yung isa ayaw sagutin kasi apple and oranges pinag-uusapan.
I'll reduce it to one question.
Please.
I'll just say, for instance, the one claiming the effect of the full pardon, I will just say, can you point to, for the record, where in the pardon is there an express remission of the accessory penalty of special perpetual disqualification?
Hindi kasi nakasulat yun.
That's all.
Hindi
That's all. That's all that you have to ask.
Tapos na ang labanan.
Tapos na yun. Kasi either you're able to point, hindi naman argue eh. Point na nga lang eh. So, pag sinabi mong restoration of civil and political rights, I can concede that is an implied remission. But the law requires express remission.
You make it sound so clear, and yet it baffles me how an issue like this can drag on. And yet, his spokesperson, a man of, again, of the law, because he says he's an attorney, Simeon Garcia. And then comes out this celebrity former Solicitor General who backs it up. For us laymen, Attorney Alan, Attorney Alicia, it confuses us that situations like this can drag on much to our detriment. The people are being fed, we are being fed, or better yet, the oppression by the masses will take over based on emotion, whether he is qualified or not, but whether they like him or not. He's being fed into a position wherein, vote for me, I'm popular. And he is allowed to campaign, to bring up the emotions of the people, to legitimize his stay in position and power. Now, never mind the other laws that they are breaking, like the UNA, for example, and the same as the LP. It's sad. It's called the basket of anti-dynasty or dynasty violators. All of them that are running these two big parties are a shame. It's a big scam, it's a big sham, and the oppression of the masses will take over again. Now, if only the people of the law would be as clear, for example, as your presentation, and no other jokers come around and say, hindi, pinag-usapan natin oranges, hindi apples. Magkakagulo. Sana lang man, maybe magkakaroon tayo ng matuwid na daan. But no, we are subjected to this. Now, I guess the next problem is the COMELEC. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at the bottom of the hour. We're going to have to take a short break, but when we do come back, I'm not sure if COMELEC bashing is in the tune of the day. I'm not sure we should do that, considering we're asking them to mediate on this issue. But then again, if I'm not mistaken, all the different IT groups, as far as yesterday and today are concerned, are questioning the non-workability or the failure of the very PICOS machines of which we paid for 3 years ago and just paid for again, that have no real CF cards, if you understand exactly the significance of that, or even the source codes. Or if these lawyers who are put in an automated machine count managers even understand that science, or they should better understand the law when issues are being confronted to them for a decision. Instead, they go back and play basketball and tell the people the politicians should wear different colors on TV or bawal yon or bawal to. Ang tawag po dito, lukuhan. Babalik po agad kami and hindi naman namin kayo linoloko. Ang ginagawa naman namin, I'm not asking you to rally either. Pero ang tawag po dito, critical thought. Intelligent thinking, critical thought. Pero in the end, kayo din naman magdi-decide. We'll be right back.